Are you feeling dizzy? Today we're talking about what dizziness is and some things that can cause it. We've talked before about some positional dizziness in prior recordings. Today I'm going to talk about Meniere's disease. Meniere's disease is an influx of fluid in your inner ear. Many people who have Meniere's disease will say, I'm severely dizzy. I'm so dizzy that I woke up in the middle of the night and crawled to the bathroom just in time to throw up. A lot of times they end up calling the ER or an ambulance to take them in. They just cannot function whatsoever. If this happens on a regular basis, your physician or ear, nose, and throat doctor may recommend hearing testing to help diagnose Meniere's disease. Meniere's disease causes a certain form of hearing loss, and we can track that on your hearing test results to see if it looks like that's what's causing your dizziness or not. What happens oftentimes with Meniere's disease is in the beginning, many people feel extremely dizzy and very ill, and over time, the dizziness is less and less until it finally goes away. But in the reverse, the hearing starts off really good and the hearing continues to get poorer and poorer as the dizziness goes away. So you end up with a hearing loss, usually in one ear. It's very rare cases that you would have Meniere's disease in both ears. So how we diagnose this, there are some testing, but one of them is through regular hearing testing. We can take a look at your symptoms, at where you're struggling, at what's going on, and then we compare that with the hearing test and look at the pattern of it to find out if that is, in fact, what's causing your dizziness. Oftentimes, when we do get that diagnosis, the physician will put you on what's called a LASIK, or get as much fluid out of your body as possible, trying to reduce the fluid in that inner ear so that it will relax or maybe even dissipate. Another thing that we find with many Meniere's disease patients is they can track what triggers their dizziness. So oftentimes I hear about high salt diet. So like, I went to the movies last night, I had a bag of popcorn, and the next day I was really dizzy. Or the weather changed and that barometric pressure change brought on a dizzy spell. So many times they can track by either food, weather, altitude, again, that barometric pressure thing. So all of those sorts of things can help us to diagnose if what you're experiencing is Meniere's disease. But the number one key symptom is that severe dizziness in the beginning where you can't, basically can't function at all, like can't walk, can't move, and it's sometimes for hours on end. So that's one of the many things that we do at Hearing Care Partners to help people, not only to hear better, but to live better lives, because your quality of life is number one for us. So if you know somebody that's struggling with some dizzy issues, look us up at hearingcarepartners.com. Tell them to give us a call because we do listen so you can hear. One more quick side note, by the way, Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night, the one with all the swirls and the church steeple in it, that painting he did because he has Meniere's disease and had vertigo, and that's why he cut off his ear. So there's a little bit of your trivia for the day.